Hi, I'm Paula Jean Harrison with the FinTech Times, and we are here at Money 2020 with Tracey Davies. Tracey, how are you doing today?
I am good. Yeah. I had to sort of check myself there. We're Tuesday lunchtime?
Yeah,
just
so
after
halfway
lunch.
through day 2, or day 3, I guess, technically.
Yes, technically day 3. And yes, it's going good.
So
yeah, we're getting good feedback. So yeah, I'm really happy.
So obviously we're in the sort of coming up to the home stretch now of the conference. How have things been going for you so far?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's been going great, I think. We always say that because, it's about our customers having a great time.
Absolutely.
And a great experience. And by that, lots of meetings, great content. So, yes, the feedback I'm getting is really good. We always like to get to the end. We never like to call it as, great success. But we're getting great feedback and we're really pleased.
I feel like there's just a sea of people though in the conference floor. I've never seen so many people in once. I thought Amsterdam was busy when we were there a few months ago.
Yeah,
but this is bigger
crazy. Yeah. I mean, look, it's obviously last year as we brought the show back very proudly last year from COVID. There were that had sort of some restrictions. So this is a full-on Money 2020, and we've said that there are more than 11,500 people here.
Wow.
So we had 10,000-ish in 2019. So yes, it is the biggest ever that we've done, and that's why it feels busy, because the whole ecosystem is here.
I think it's great to see there's just so many people, so many new people to meet, as well as old friends as well. I guess, you mentioned you brought the show back last year, but obviously we had those COVID restrictions.
Yep.
I didn't come myself, but I've been told it was a bit of a quieter show. How have you found the difference between last year and this year?
There were, only 8,000 people here.
Still a good number, though.
Yeah,
still a very good number.
8,000 is a lot. Yeah, it was a great show last year, but we always knew that it was going to be smaller in COVID. The important thing was to get the ecosystem back together, doing business and talking after the obvious gap. So, obviously this show is bigger, but and I would also say, we always say every show is better. There's so much going on that show floor. It's the biggest show floor we've ever had, and you know how we do things. You've got content there, you've got all of the activations, we've got drone flying. I don't know if you've been through, had your lesson.
Yet, but I am desperate to make it before
it's the end. Amazing. You get trained to be a drone pilot, you go through a whole, and the way that Money 2020 does those kinds of crazy things, it's packed up there. I was literally just coming down to do this, walking through a sea of people after lunch on Tuesday, heading back in. So look, we're super pleased, and our customers seem to be really pleased. And for us, that is always what this is about.
And I think you've definitely picked, a heck of a venue, like the Venetian in Vegas. Like what an amazing place to have it. What kind of goes into those decisions of logistically how you're going to put these things on?
This has been our long time home. We've been here since 2015, and it's a great place. People love Las Vegas. It's a great destination for this kind of event, and there are great facilities here, and it's our home. So we're really pleased to be back here. Next year we will be expanding the show, because what you might not know is there's a whole nother floor underneath.
Oh my goodness.
So we'll be working on an even bigger show with more fun and games for 2023.
Fantastic. I mean, and only a few months ago, it feels like we were at the Amsterdam version.
It was only a few months. It might have been only a few weeks ago.
It feels like yesterday. So obviously that show went off, a fantastic show. You finish it there and you think, oh gosh, in a couple of months we're in Vegas. How do you even go on that journey from one huge show to the next huge show? How do you manage that logistically as a team?
Yeah, it's a good question. But, by the time we finished Amsterdam, this show was well down the road. This takes, we will get a couple of days off, but we already are planning 23.
Yeah.
We work on a 14-month cycle now for these shows. So we're already planning and thinking about 23. It's not that Europe stops and then, that we then get on with Vegas. So we are already very advanced on our planning for Europe, and we've got some really exciting things, and we're expanding that show and big new footprint, and then we'll be hard at work on 23 before you know it. That just seems so wrong to be talking about that, because we're still loving and enjoying this show, and I don't want to think about this one ending, because we love putting this show together, and the team love it. It matters to us that it's a great experience, and we love the fun that goes on, and we're at that point where we don't want it to end at this point. So but then once it has, we'll move on to 23.
Absolutely. Have there been any highlights for you specifically? You probably can't pick favourites, but anything in particular that's really jumped out at you so far?
Well, I thought that Sunday Night Live, that stage, and all that we put there was that sort of interesting blend. We obviously had Meta talking about what they were up to. Then we had that big announcement from Adyen, and then we had Molly Bloom talking about her experience of her poker background, shall we say, and just that really eclectic mix. And I loved the stage, and I loved that we couldn't shut the stage down because so many people were taking selfies in front of it. And then look, I'm going to say the JP Morgan Takis Georgakopoulos conversation with Serena Williams and our own Scarlett Sieber, obviously that room was packed, and I thought it was a great conversation, and I thought people were really interested in the work that Serena Williams is doing with her venture fund. So I thought that was a great highlight. But it's hard to pick. There's always something every day. Rise Up is here with Amplify, under our Do Better Together. So now our dual programs and diversity inclusion, it matters to us. Again, our stats, we'll be releasing them shortly. I think you're going to see record ever female speakers and people of colour speakers on our stages, and that matters to us.
Yeah,
and,
I was going to ask, because I know how important it is to you personally as well as the team. It's so nice to see, and very refreshing to see sometimes as well, the huge emphasis that you put on it. That it's just so important, I think, especially now.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on this since 2018. It's not a new thing for us. This is how we run our business. But we still like to talk about it because we know that there is a lot of work to be done. But, there is a fantastic cohort of individuals in both of the programs this year. I'm about to hot foot there to host a session up there. So we're always very proud of that, and we always, really love to remind people that matters to us, and it is how we want this brand to show up.
Absolutely. And then finally, when the show ends tomorrow, after a job well done, how are you and the team celebrating? Do you have anything planned?
We might do. We have a bit of a tradition, actually, that we have a little pool party.
Ooh.
Maybe quite a big pool party. No one goes in the pool. I just want to be really clear. It's a party around a pool. But it's a tradition for us. I mean, our teams work really, really hard. We do a similar thing in Amsterdam, and that for them, tomorrow afternoon, it's for them to let their hair down. Once we've taken good care of our customers, and you are all heading off in your own way, we always have a pool party. So I think that's what we have planned for tomorrow afternoon.
That sounds like great fun, and I hope you enjoy that, and more importantly, I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you. Well, look, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for your support you give us. We really appreciate it.